listen, one of the things that I've learned recently is that the things that you want to develop don't just come to you, right? So if I want to develop perseverance, I can't even talk today. If I want to develop perseverance, if I want to develop or redevelop, I should say, perseverance, if I want to redevelop grit, I'm going to have to do those things that require those characteristics, those behavioral things. I'm going to have to get involved with those things, because how can I develop those things if I'm not actively working towards making sure that that happens, right? I need to keep myself busy. I need to be working towards my purpose. Anyway, you feel me, I think. We're back. Listen, I'm live in full effect here with my bonnet on and everything. You would think I'm ready to go to bed, but I'm actually not. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to edit up a video that by the time, if you watch my videos in order, you'll probably have seen that video before you see this one, but I'm editing it here. So the timing is a little bit funky, but it's all good. So basically, I said I was going to start being better about like filming my videos and filming on a more regular basis. So ideally, daily would be great. But if I can't do it daily, then I'm just going to do the best I can and go from there. I want to get myself back into the habit of filming and editing, designing, SEO work, sharing, and then connecting, right? So in order for me to make that a more regular thing, I have to put the effort in. And so I have been like really into getting into doing focus work. That has been like my vibe lately. And I don't know where I'm really like where that has come from. I can't tell you what my motivation is, but you know, when I had kids, like I can't really focus as much as I used to. Like back in the day, I used to be like in my books and I'd be studying consistently for hours on end. No break, just going. And I don't know if you've had that or you experienced that as well, especially when, you know, you're in school and all that. But I mean, that's like something that I value now that I totally didn't value when I was in school. Now I'm like, dang, just to get me to focus on something is like a chore in and of itself. I was like, well, Rose, probably the reason why you were so good at it is because you were in a situation where you had to do it. And then not just do it like you had to do it, but you were getting better at it because you were having to do it as a routine. You were disciplined. However, also back then, back in my heyday, you know, like it wasn't, there weren't as many distractions back then either. So there was no social media. Like that was not even a thing. There was no social media. There was no like group chats. It was none of that. Like I was back in the ancient times. Like that's when I was young. We didn't have any of those distractions. So it was kind of like, yeah, we had some distractions, but everything was just mainly about being engaged, connecting with other human beings. If we weren't studying, we were cleaning the house too. You know, we had things that we were responsible for even as preteens. We didn't even have like a lot of student activities or anything that we were involved in. And P.S., when I say we, I mean like I have a sister and 2 brothers as well. So it was kind of like that for all of us. We were just very like, our parents were dead set on like, you are going to get through school, you know, period. Being young like that, like you don't have a vehicle, right? Because you're young, you don't need a vehicle. You don't have a job, so you don't have another distraction. But at the same time, you don't need to make money because everything you have is right there. You don't have as many freedoms though. So there's that. I mean, but that comes with being a kid, you know. So you're kind of in a box in a sense. So you're forced to having to do what mommy and daddy tell you to do because that's just the way it is. Without all those distractions and all these other things going on, it forced me to be in a position where like studying kind of gave me my out. It, you know, helped me develop that perseverance and that grit that I now long for, right? Isn't it kind of funny though? Like when you get older, you start really valuing the things, like those foundational things that you might have grown up with. Everyone is different, so you might not have had a great childhood, so I'm not gonna like, you know, paint your story for you. Not that I could, but like if you did have a really good structured childhood, like it's funny how you could be wilding out here in these streets, but like as soon as you get past a certain point, it's like I kind of long to be back and have that same discipline and have that same grit that I used to have, that I would see something through. And sometimes might even take months, maybe even years before you really start to see something from it. And I'm like, I really want to develop that again. I want that patience, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like maybe I'm getting there, I'm getting back there. The first thing is sort of like awareness. And I'm aware that this is something that I'm taking an interest in. It's something that I want to develop, I want to cultivate over time. And I want it to be where I'm like putting my all into something, right? Like, for example, my YouTube channel that I am investing in now, in a making it a daily habit, trying to get back into doing things. And then along the way, figuring out how I can make each video better and better. How I can, anything that you might not even think like, oh, this might not even be related to blah, blah, blah. But even like speaking, just being able to friggin' carry out a thought, to be articulate. Anyway, said all that to say that that's what I'm actively working towards. So if you see me a lot more than what you're used to, it's because I'm on a real transformational journey. So each video that comes up, I might be talking about something completely different in the next video that you see, which will probably be like the next day. But I think more than anything, I'm just trying to, me showing up more as more of a thing, a testament to myself. I think it's more of a statement that I am trying to show up more for myself. And I mentioned that in the last video. I'm actively working towards it. And like I said, this is something that I'm actually sharing with you guys, this journey. This is something that's really special to me. So I'm like, why don't you press record, and call it a daggum day. And let's do this together. Like I was saying earlier, I'm getting ready to work on editing a video. But I think that it's not really going to work just yet because I have it on my laptop, but I don't think I made the transfer in order to be able to make the edits here. But I have a couple things I have to do tonight. So I have to put like the final little touches on this video, which is not going to be edited like all super crazy, but I'm going to put the final touches on this one. And then I'm going to work on the thumbnail for it and then put it out for tomorrow. It's going to be something that's really cool and exciting. I have friends who are like, yeah, we're waiting on you to go ahead and put this out. Stop playing with us, like what we doing type of situation. So I'm going to do that. This is my little accountability check-in, if you will. It's not really. It's just touching base, really, and just connecting. And but yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. And we're going live. Not going live, but I will go live, but not right now. Let's just get back. Let's work on getting back. And let's, do the things that we know that we're supposed to be doing. Because listen, one of the things that I've learned recently is that the things that you want to develop don't just come to you, right? So if I want to develop perseverance, I can't even talk today. If I want to develop perseverance, if I want to develop or redevelop, I should say, perseverance, if I want to redevelop grit, I'm going to have to do those things that require those characteristics, those behavioral things. I'm going to have to get involved with those things, because how can I develop those things if I'm not actively working towards making sure that happens, right? I need to keep myself busy. I need to be working towards my purpose. Anyway, you feel me, I think. That's where I am today. It's not like a major meaty check-in type of situation today. Today's video is not really value-packed with a whole bunch of takeaways and this and that. It's just more so a way for me to be to be held accountable, to making sure that I'm doing the things that I said I was going to do. And then it's a check-in so I can stay connected with my audience, stay connected with my people, I like to say. I don't like to say audience, I like to say my people, like to check in with my people. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what this video is here today. It's 9:22. It's not really late, but it's late enough for a work night. But I did commit to getting these things done, and that's what I intend on doing. So that's what it is. If you are on this transformational journey of your own, which I assume you are, if you're watching these types of videos and this is kind of like the vibe that you're on in this season, I welcome you to join. And feel free to leave like any input or anything like that. Or if you just have something that you would like to share about your personal journey and where you are with that, hey, listen, I say I'm all ears, but it's not like I would really hear you, but I'm all eyes. I guess I could just read your comments and you let me know what it is. And then we can take it from there. But like I said, I don't really have much today. It's all about the check-in because I said I would, so I did. So here we are. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next check-in. See ya.